Hello, hello. Oh, look, she was perfectly quiet, sitting up there on the bed. And then I start talking, and now they're going to start roughhousing behind me. Hi, everyone. Can you guys hear me okay? I see what White Rock does first. Hi, White Rock, Tara, and Jason. Gilliam Farms is Christine, right? Peter, Old Man, King Homestead, hello. Molly, hello. Gail, hello. Butt Nuggets, that's, oh, that must be Brett if he's timing himself out. Let's see, Patty, hi. Built on a Rock Homestead, hello. Ryan, hello. Oh my goodness, G, hello. We was going to do, wait. Yeah, it was so hot outside today that I got myself sick just going grocery shopping. I cannot handle this heat at all. So I don't know how much I'm going to get done over the next month. I think we've got like 5 weeks of summer left. Hi, Brenda. So Gail is supposed to join me on here to talk about her thing that she's going to be doing, but so I'll wait for her to come in. Absolutely, Brenda. What updates do I have? Golly. Well, if you watched my last video, you can see I've done a lot over the last 3 weeks, but not really a lot because it's been so hot that you basically work 20 minutes out of every hour, and the rest of the time you're just trying to cool back off again. And then now I've got the sheetrock all up, and now I'm mudding seams. And if you saw Jan's video, they came out and helped me put the 2 windows in, which is wonderful. It puts so much light, that whole room. I can't remember what color the walls were when I moved in. I think it was like a blue and then maybe green in the living room. It was like green or brown. And now with the white walls in there, it just looks so huge and so clean that I'm loving it. Patty is busy canning potatoes. I do not envy you. I bet that heated up the house really well. I keep seeing all you guys, like Patty and Jan and stuff, talking about canning stuff, and that makes me so glad that I didn't do a garden this spring, because I obviously have no kitchen to can anything in. Here's Gail. Hello. I obviously have no kitchen yet to can anything in, and I'd just be like flooded with vegetables and fruits right now if I'd have planted stuff. So I'm glad that I waited. So Gail, tell us what you got to tell us.
Okay. Getting right to it. I got my little cheat sheet.
I didn't do no notes. I fell asleep.
So this year I'm doing the 2nd annual Fall Fest 23 giveaway. And I'm calling the people who join along, the channels who join along, my co-host. So the videos will start coming out for that between August 1st and the 11th. And if you don't want to be a co-host, you can go around and to the playlist on my channel and at least comment on other videos and enter all those giveaways. The deadline to become a co-host is August 10th.
That's like next week, right? 2 weeks.
Yeah, that'll give them, there'll be 9 days worth, well, actually 10 days worth of videos. 11 days, yeah, from the 1st to the 11th. So 11 days of videos. The day before the last day of posting, I want them to tell me at least by midnight the night before that they're going to post a video the next day. But most people post theirs like the first week. So the semifinalist drawings will be from the 9th through the 14th. So the people who enter as co-hosts also do a video to draw a winner from that video. And they use the YouTube random comment picker. And I can help anybody who needs help with how to use that. I also have a tutorial on how to use it. But you can't always write down all the names if you want to. But it will take you a while because there's usually hundreds of comments on these videos. The grand prize drawing is scheduled to be on September 15th, and that's if everybody gets their semifinalists. If it looks like they're not going to get it, I may move that date back a little bit. So all the co-hosts will draw for a semifinalist. The semifinalist prize is optional. And all of them draw for a semifinalist and send that person's name and address to me. I will compile all of those semifinalists and put them on a wheel, and I will draw for one grand prize winner who will win a prize from every single co-host in Fall Fest 23 giveaway. So at this point, I have 35 channels signed up. That would be at least 35 prizes that you would get built to your house.
Wow.
Yeah, and last year's winner was Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. So if you go back to her playlist from last year, it says Fall Fest 22 giveaway or friend mail or something like that. You can see all the prizes she got, anywhere from a $5 bill, t-shirts, seeds,
Wow.
homemade crocheted blankets, gift cards and digital gift cards, and you name it, she got everything. It was awesome. So what are you required to do if you decide to become a co-host? So you'll have your one entry video that's a 3 to 5 minute video. You'll have your drawing video. Semi-finalist prize is optional, so you don't have to do that, but you are on the spot for the grand prize, but it doesn't have to be anything major.
So you're donating maybe 1, 2, or 3 prizes as a creator.
I am going to do, because I'm the host, I will do a semi-finalist prize. So I'll draw a person. Say I pick Anne Marie. I'll send Anne Marie a semi-finalist prize. Then I'll put my person that I draw, I'll have a semi-finalist too. I'll put all those names on a wheel, and at the end, say I pick Bob Smith, he'll get something from everybody. So there'll be semi-finalist prizes going out from one from each channel. If they decide to do a semi-finalist prize, but they don't have to. They can still get a semi-finalist even without doing a prize. But if they decide they're not going to do a prize, if they'll just put in the description box, semi-finalist prize, none, or however you want to say that, no, didn't do it or whatever, and then list what you may not know what your grand prize is right away. So you could list, and some people might do it this way because I included Canada. It might be a homemade crocheted blanket if you're USA, and a $25 Amazon card if you're Canada. So you may do it like that, USA and Canada. It may be different.
And then so the viewers are just going to go to each of the channels, watch the video, enter their drawing.
And each channel will have a secret word, because you can't just comment on the video. It's going to be a secret word, a secret phrase, or an open-ended question. So you have to listen to the video to know what to comment, because if they pull up your name and you don't have their secret word or the answer to their question, they can go on to the next person because you weren't paying attention. You didn't listen. So I'm asking for the videos to be from 3 to 5 minutes long, and that's about how long it takes of a video being watched for it to actually stick, the friendship to stick. That's my opinion, and it's kind of like I just did one of these same kind of thing with Dana's Wonderlust Crochet, and I gained 70 new friends on my channel. I lost about 5.
Now, when so this is a separate video that people would be doing, not just adding it into one of their videos that they regularly post.
Yes, it's going to be a separate video. In the video, so mainly what you're going to do, just like a sample, just kind of a sample video, you're going to say, hi, I'm so-and-so from this channel. I'm doing the Fall Fest 23 giveaway hosted by Gail Southern Living. And and I'm going to ask them to call out the rules. I mean, they don't have to. They can put it in the description box. But it's your basic rules. 18 years old or older, USA and Canada, not affiliated with YouTube. Do not copy and paste your comments from channel to channel. Not responsible for lost or damaged prizes. Hey, that's just to protect you.
Right.
And co-hosts are allowed to enter the drawing. So if you decide you're going to be a co-host, you can still enter everybody else's drawings.
Oh, cool.
Which makes it more fun. Now the prizes, I'm not asking for a minimum or maximum, like minimum $5, maximum $50. If you can afford $50, go for it. If you can only afford $5, do that. You know, even a few packs of seeds, if you add all the little things up together, that's a lot. If you look at all the stuff Teresa got last year, she cleaned up.
Yeah. Nice.
So the prizes can be homemade, store-bought, gift card, digital, or even cold hard cash if you really want to put that in the envelope.
And then the co-host is sending it out to the person who won, or they're sending it to you and you send it all out?
The co-host mail out their own semi-finalist prize if they decide to do one.
Right. But the grand prize.
But the grand prize, now after I pick the grand prize winner, I will send an email to every single co-host saying the name and the mailing address of the grand prize winner, so they can mail out their own prize, because there's no reason to have a go-between person.
Right. Yeah, then you're paying shipping twice.
And some of them may be digital prizes. They may do Amazon or PayPal or Venmo or whatever. And so that way they can do it digital or by mail or however they want to do it.
Okay. That makes sense.
That's good. You're asking questions, because that's the kind of questions they're going to want to know. So in my comment section, I just had to say this. I just have to get it off my chest. So in my comment section, somebody said that I copied this collab, and I'm like, who did I copy it from? There's 7 other people who did it. You know, Dana's Wonderlust Crochet, Off Kelter Homestead, Pups and Crochet, about 5 other crochet channels. Nothing you do on YouTube is sacred. Once you put it out, it's public. Anybody can steal that idea.
It's just a contest.
Yeah,
you know, it's
exactly.
a fun collab, so.
And basically to enter, you'll just send me an email at gailsouthernliving@yahoo.com to let me know you're interested. At that point, I will give you a co-host number. You will use that number to identify your channel, because it gets a little confusing when channel names and email addresses don't match. So when you report your semifinalist, you'll say number 34, Bob Smith, and here's his address, and you'll give me that information. So I'll already have every single semifinalist's information. So when I pull the grand prize winner, I'm already going to have everything I need, because everybody sent me their stuff already.
Now, so the viewers, if they're not co-hosting, they just want to enter the contest, they're just going to go to each of these channels that are on a list on your channel. On your channel, you have a list.
I can just go all the way down. Right now, I have 35 signed up, so they have 35 videos to win semifinalist prizes. And then that person sends their name on, so they could win a semifinalist prize and be the grand prize winner to win all the prizes.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Sounds fun. I probably won't get to be a co-host this year because I'm too busy.
Yeah.
But at least now I understand how it works. So when you do it next year, hopefully things will be a little more calmer here and I'll be able to participate. But
but even if you don't,
creator side,
you can still go by and enter all the drawings, you know. Whether you're a channel or not a channel, you can still enter. Let me tell you, 75% of the people who comment on these videos, probably even more like 90%, are not channels. They're individuals.
Right.
I don't know how they find these giveaways, but they do.
Yeah. So, that's cool. Hi, Alfonso. Alfonso says, Gail, I just sent an email with a script. I would like to know if I'm doing right before I record and upload. So check your email when you.
Okay. Yeah. I did make a little short video just describing what needs to go in the video. It's like a 2.5-minute video just to help, especially the new channels who've never done it before, just to give them a sample of what needs to go in their video. And the video is only 2.5 minutes long, so you know you can say it really quick. It's really easy. And also there's like a handwritten version in the description box, so you can read through that and it tells you everything.
Well, and if you're a newer channel, this is a great way to get your name out there to other viewers. So I participated in some years ago, but I don't have time now.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to get your channel out there, and
it's a great way to grow your channel.
Yeah,
definitely
get the word out about it.
And boy, if you have time to host one of these types of things, everybody gets a piece of it, but the hosts themselves get the most.
Right.
So so if you have time to host one of these, boy, I tell you, it's worth it. I kept going, people are doing this, why can't I do my own? So I said, I muddled over that probably 2 years before I ever decided to do it. It's like, man, that's a lot. Can I really do it? And I just wrote down all the details. I actually looked at the other channels who've done it, and I looked at their description box where they describe all the details. I went through the details, and when you're the host, you get to decide what the rules are, you know.
Right.
So people are questioning you about the rules, but if it's yours, you own it. You get to do it how you want. So if you don't like it, don't join. If you do like the way I think it's fun that I'm letting the co-host join, because some of the other hosts that have hosted, they don't let their people join. So I don't think that would be any fun. I mean, you want them to go around and support these other people.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole purpose of a collab. So.
Yeah, it's kind of like a community, the Fall Fest community. You can go around and, you know, make friends. But I see people like, so what I did that was different from these other collabs is that I kind of joined homesteading and crochet and paper crafting and like some other rare channel, you know, some hunting, some cooking, some unboxing. I mean, there's like all kinds of genres that are kicking in, and some that are just, I don't even know what category to put them in. They're that rare. But I mean, I've joined probably 7 different communities together. And last year, I still see paper crafters who comment on homestead channels and vice versa.
Right. So it's like intermingling all the different
channels. These channels together. So I see Carp's Homestead on paper crafting and paper crafting on Carp's Homestead. I mean, it's kind of like, wouldn't think it, because you're like, oh, he's just this guy, you know, on a homestead, but he's still commenting on these videos. So he made friends with these people, you know, so it's really cool.
I'm just watching through the comments to make sure I'm not missing anything other than.
You have any questions about the collab?
Do any of y'all have questions? I think I asked them all.
Yeah, Anne-Marie had some really good questions. I think you had some good questions. That's good. I mean, because if you are having trouble understanding something, I have several people that are going back and forth with email right now who haven't officially joined yet. They're still asking questions.
Right.
And I'm used to that. I'm used to the questions. So.
Well, and I wanted to make sure that the people that don't create videos understood what it is we were talking about too, because words like collab and
Yeah.
stuff like that don't make
If
any
you're
sense.
in here and you're not a channel, go by Gail Southern Living, look for the Fall Fest 23 official playlist, go through and enter all those cool giveaways, and you could be the winner. So
I will have to make time to go do that. Like I
yeah,
need more stuff around here that I have to move out of the way to build, but no, it's
yeah.
I
Well, the good thing is you'll have 6 weeks to comment on the videos.
oh, okay. I could do
So
that at least.
you can just start at the beginning and work your way down. And I'm going to put them in the order. They'll start coming out August 1st, which is Tuesday.
Okay.
So August 1st, 8 a.m. Central Time is what time I'm asking everyone to start. But I'm giving them a whole 2 weeks to put out their video because people are busy. And then everybody who's entering these, they can keep going back to the playlist to see who's added a video. And I'll keep adding those to the playlist.
Right. Okay. That makes, it all makes sense now. Oh, Scott's power is flickering.
Yeah.
3 newly hatched chicks. Oh my goodness, I can't even talk. I'm so hot and brain fried. Oh, what did she say? Wait. Oh, it's not letting me go back up. Oh, there it is. I have 3 newly hatched chicks. Woohoo! I'm a first-time chicken grandma. Aw.
Awesome.
They grow fast. Don't blink. They'll be regular hens very soon.
My our hens that we got in the spring this year, today I found my first 4 little eggs. I forgot to look, and today I just looked and there was already 4 in there. I went back out later to check all of them, and I checked theirs and there was another. So I've already gotten 5 little eggs, and they're not as tiny as I remember. So that's
Christy,
cool.
Christy, are you going to go to the Kentucky meetup this year? We're going to get her to start a channel. Watch. Oh, and Brenda just posted the link to your channel. So
thank you, Brenda.
I don't think I have the fancy Nightbot stuff set up here where you could drop a link.
Yeah, you know what? When Nancy came to visit, I meant to have her help me set that up, but I forgot. We got so busy. I was going to have her help me with that because I know she knows how to do it.
Oh, Christy, I got sick on the way home today, and it was, I was only 30 minutes into town, but I had AC and I got sick. So I just came home and fell asleep for a couple of hours. And then I woke up in a panic going, please tell me it's before 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that'd be weird if you.
I'd sleep right through the live.
Hi, Farm and HVAC. Hi, Jan.
So one of the things I wanted to talk about on here tonight was, you guys are going to hear me rant a little about Lowe's. And those of you who have me on Facebook probably already know some of this, but I had this huge air conditioner that was sitting over here that got delivered. I ordered it online because it was heavy and I didn't want to deal with it. And they delivered it in the middle of my street instead of bringing it up the 4 steps on my porch. So I got it in the house, I hooked it up, it flooded this whole back area here. So now I have to replace more subfloor. But I had it plugged in for like 3 days and it flooded everything. I took it apart, I put it back in, I reread the directions, and the thing just kept leaking, and it kept leaking out of the bottom of the AC unit. And this is a $600 portable AC unit. So it was supposed to heat and cool. Well, apparently those, when you're in high humidity conditions, they don't work so well. So anyhow, I went to go return it to Lowe's. Now, I've been a Lowe's for Pros member for 15 years. And Lowe's for Pros is, when you have a business, you go in there and you buy materials for your construction business. and you always have a year to return those materials. So I called them. I couldn't lift the thing by myself, so I had to wait until Jan and them came out. So I bought this thing May 7th. They delivered it May 10th. And finally, Jan and Kevin came out, and I finally had help to get it back into the back of my car. Hey, ladies. Always when I'm doing a live stream. Maisie. Anyhow. So Jan and Kevin helped me get it in the back of the car. I called Lowe's to make sure that that is the proper way to return something that you buy online. I got into Lowe's and stood there for 2.5 hours. Now, Lowe's is a little over an hour away from me. So I drove all the way down there. Oh, when I called them, the lady said, oh, good, it's within the 90-day return policy. And I said, 90 days? I'm a pros member. I have a year. And she said, oh, okay. That was the first I heard of 90 days. When I got to the store, they said, no, you have 30 days. And we stood there. They went through all the managers and everybody. 2.5 hours I was standing at their return center before they finally said, no, we're not going to accept it back. We got to take it back home. So I was really irate that day. Went home, unloaded this thing out of my car, loaded it back up into my shed, called Lowe's the next day, their customer service, who I went through the same thing. She said, no, you have 30 days. I said, I'm a pros member. She called the pros department and came back on the line. She said, you're right, you have a year. And she said, you need to take it back to the store. And I said, I'm not driving another hour just to have them tell me no. She goes, let me call the store. She called the store. She comes back on the line and she said, no, you have 30 days. So she's already verified with the pro department that I have a year. But when she talks to the same manager, they say 30 days. I was livid because if I'd have known that, I would have had somebody help load it before. When you go on their website, nowhere does it say 30 days. It's in their return policy, which doesn't apply to pros people. It applies to the general public. You have 30 days. So I would fight with them.
In writing on the online where it says that?
I have in writing where it says, as a pro member, you have a year. Hold on just a second. I'm going to go get her Kong. Okay. I'll be right back.
I know that, like with coupons, policies, and stuff like that, if you sometimes show them the actual paper copy of the printed thing from online, if you show that to a manager, they feel like they have to honor it because you got it off of their website. So I'm just wondering if that would help. I watched some different coupon videos when I was doing the coupons real head and strong. So I wonder that makes it sound like it's up to the store, and that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right at all.
Okay, sorry,
I think they should have to give you your money back.
I have been fighting with them. So now they tell me my only recourse is to go through Frigidaire, which I'm going to, but they've lost it. I'm not buying anything at Lowe's ever again. I am so angry. And I bought the majority of my building materials, the huge purchases, I bought at Lowe's because as a pro member, you get 5% off. You pay off the card the next month and you got a 5% savings, but not now. I'm like, they're,
well,
I mean, 3 different answers on what the return policy is.
So I've returned small things, like socks and different things that didn't work, hoses, just different things that didn't work over the years. I got some Miracle-Gro that have rocks in it, just different stuff. And every time I mailed them a letter with the UPC and sometimes a receipt, they always gave me my money back. Now, I don't know how that works with something big like a refrigerator, but I would try Frigidaire because they might,
Well, they're under warranty. I have a 2-year warranty on it. And the thing is obviously broken. but I didn't want to have to deal with all that. I just wanted to take it back, get my money back, and get a different window unit or something that's not going to. Yeah, this is what it is right here. Christy says Lowe's and Home Depot have these little managers who let their power go to their head. And if you find the district, but see, for me, I don't have time to deal with all that. I mean, yeah, it's $600. If it's a $30 item, it'd be different. But
do you have the receipt?
Yeah, it was an online order through my account.
And the UPC or a copy of the UPC?
I ordered it online, so all that is online, including their little return policy that does not say Lowe's for Pros customers only have 30 days too.
If you include a copy of your receipt and a copy of your UPC with the letter, I think they probably will give your money back. We've done stuff like this, but on a smaller scale. So I recommend you do go through Frigidaire. I think that's your.
Yeah, I'm going to, and then I've already posted some stuff on the Lowe's side about exactly what happened. I mean, it's
you're a YouTube channel, man. I'd make a nice little ugly video with YouTube with talking about.
It was about 5.5 hours out of my day to go return this one item. And I had this big list of stuff that I wanted to buy when I was there. I was so angry when I walked out. I didn't buy nothing. I went to my local hardware store and bought it all there instead because I was so mad with their return policy. I'm not going to buy something from a store an hour and a half away and then have to deal with that if I have to return it. So
that's all.
I'm going to call Frigidaire, but yeah, with Lowe's, I will not spend another penny there. And I told the manager that. I said, after 15 years, I had half of mine too, because I'm a pros person. All these tools that I bought over the last year that I've been using for a year, the drywall on my walls, I could take it all down, grab a U-Haul, take it all back and have them stand there all day and refund all of it because I'm a Lowe's for Pros customer. I'm not going to.
I think they just not returning it because it's a high dollar item.
Well, but can you imagine the look on the manager's face when I show up with a U-Haul and all the stuff I bought over the last year and make her stand there and refund it all because she didn't want to refund one?
I think I'd make a nice little ugly YouTube video about what happened.
No, I'm not going to do it just because it's not conductive to what I need to get done here, and the anger and whatnot. I am just going to never, who is beeping me? I am just going to not buy from Lowe's. I mean, no matter which Lowe's I go to, it's still an hour and a half each way. So if I can get away with not buying it from there and buying it from my local hardware lumber store or buying it online at Amazon instead, then I'm going to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But boy, let me tell you, I mean, I'm driving home, I'm angry, I'm fuming, and I'm thinking, I'll rent a U-Haul and return it all.
$600, I'd be pissed too. I'd be so mad.
Well, that's 600 of probably about 10,000 that I've spent over the last year.
Oh, so, yeah. I mean, with what you're working on, I definitely see where they're going to lose a lot of money to lose you as a customer.
Yeah, and there's no, I mean, I could buy tools online. I don't have to buy a Makita from Lowe's. I could buy it from any other local hardware store or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know that it's so much the people, because when you're calling 3 different places and 3 different places are telling you 3 different things in the same conversation, I don't think they know what their store policy
answer.
Huh?
The same company should have the same answer.
Yeah, exactly. No matter who you call, it should all be the same. And when she called the Pros customer care and they said a year, but the manager overrides it and says 30 days.
Well, they shouldn't be allowed to sell that service.
Right.
It's not for real.
Yeah.
Like, should have to refund you, your service back for
Yeah.
not, dude, you told
And
me
this
I
is
had
it right here. It's like how much energy am I going to give to Lowe's over all this anger or whatever? I'm going to deal with Frigidaire. Now, if Frigidaire doesn't make good on it, that'll be a whole different story. But
Yeah, I think
it's
they
not
will. I think
stroking over it, but at least a letter to the district manager. Yeah, I'm going to. And let him know exactly why I'm closing my Pros account. But it's not worth that hassle that I just went through isn't worth that 5% discount, especially when I have to drive an hour to go get the materials. So
yeah,
the manager doesn't want to do the paperwork. Can you imagine the paperwork on a U-Haul truck full of stuff? That would be funny. Okay, Brett ate all the pistachios. Gives their managers too much autonomy with that kind of decision. I would at least report the manager with a goodbye Lowe's. Yeah, I just it just kind of seals for me. I don't like Walmart, and I've said that on here before. I just think it's a bunch of junk sold from China, and Walmart has sold out the U.S. I think, and Lowe's is getting, Lowe's, Home Depot, all those. It's pretty much the same thing with Tractor Supply, all these chain stores. And I don't know, I think I'd rather support the small local mom and pop places. And then if I'm ordering online, at least I know I'm ordering from China. I don't know.
Ordering directly from the source.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to look at your Amazon order too, because you don't know who you're ordering from.
Oh, there. I know. I'm constantly checking where it's being shipped from, but even the shipment, like I was looking at Vevor tonight, because they have a lot of good deals on there. And then so I checked and it said, oh, it's shipping from, these places in the United States. Well, then when you dive deeper, it's from Shanghai, China. So all those great deals, that's where it's coming from, and that's who it's going back to support. And I don't know that I want to, it might be a great deal, but the stuff usually doesn't last, and I don't want to be supporting other countries. Exactly. The local stores need support. And the thing is, when I walk into my local lumber store, they are 100% so helpful. They like go out of their way to help me find things or tell me, oh, this will work or that'll work when I tell them this is the situation I'm dealing with. So whereas when you go to Lowe's, most of those kids, and I say kids because that's what they are, you ask them something about electrical and they look at you like, what does that have to do with Call of Duty? Because that's all they know is the video games or whatever.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Good thing the food is good. If you go to Walmart and look at where some of the majority of their great value stuff is packaged, it's packaged in China. I won't buy food from Walmart. And I found that out when I was taking care of my mom. She was on this list for, they would bring her food because she was low income. So I forget what it's called, like a food bank would come by and drop off food for her. And I would go and look at it, and all of it was canned goods from China. And I thought, this is what they're giving our seniors. And then we wonder why,
why they're sick.
Why they're sick or they're not healthy or whatever.
Of the generic vegetables have gone down lately.
They're
so
grown
I started buying name brands of canned vegetables now because the quality has gone down in the past 3 years.
Yeah. Well, it's gone down.
I'm getting so picky, but it just doesn't taste right to me.
But when I looked at it, when COVID was going on and I was taking care of my mom and I looked at it, it was some of our vegetables here were being shipped to China to be packaged, to be shipped back in canned goods or whatever to be put on the shelves in Walmart to be sold. Now, how is that cheaper than just packaging it here and putting it on the shelves?
Yeah.
So I'm not supporting it. I'm sorry. It just hits me here that, hey, Reside Homestead, hello.
Hello.
Now I know Dole, the last time I checked, Dole canned good, their canned vegetables and stuff are all in America, but I don't really buy canned veggies anymore anyhow, so.
I'm mostly buying frozen stuff right now and, harvesting stuff from the garden. I still have zucchini and butternut squash and all that. So.
Oh, how far did I get back? China parts are still in everyone's tools. Yeah. Some of them, my pink tools were all manufactured here in the United States. So I like that. I can't replace them if anything happens to them because the company's no longer around, but yeah. And I know in every, like computers, all that stuff, we're reliant on them, but for my canned goods, thank you. I'd rather buy something here in the United States.
Yeah. Even chicken treats from Tractor Supply. If you look, the chicken treats, the party, whatever it's called, party, whatever, those chicken treats are made in China.
Yep.
I stopped giving my chickens those mealworms from party, whatever it's called, because they're made in China. Our chicken mealworms says made in China right on the back. So my chickens don't get that anymore. They did get some homegrown cucumbers though. They love those.
Wow. Yeah, see, I don't buy, there's a lot of stuff that I don't buy in the store anymore. I don't do a lot of prepackaged stuff. Or pre-made stuff anymore. So, but now you got me worried about the shrimp I just bought because I just bought frozen shrimp. Hopefully that's from the United States. I never even thought of it. And children in school lunches, I couldn't even imagine what they're feeding them in the schools.
Yeah, no, that food looks really bad.
We charged a little more at my family's Ace Hardware, but service was exactly. And you know what? Usually my local lumber store is cheaper on lumber and drywall and all that stuff than Lowe's was anyhow. Let's see. Jamie says, I changed my food and life is totally different. Is caught here in Canada, sent to process in China, then sent back to sell. Yeah, I don't understand that at all. Like, why? Unless they're paying slave labor over there, it can't possibly be that cheap.
It just makes me wonder if they're putting something in our food.
Exactly. I don't trust anything out of China. So, and then giving it to the food banks to give to all the seniors and the poor. And yeah. I'm way behind on comments. You used to pick Dole up at the ports from China. Oh, great.
Right.
Still hot in the camper, but got down to 83 now. Oh my gosh. You have AC, right, Chrissy? Oh, you're off grid. That I'd be sick. Okay, I'm way behind. Yep. There's no way to never buy anything from China, but as much as I can, I'm not going to. We have to revive our garden after our little vacation, I bet, Tara. USA, Canada, or China for shrimp. I'm going to go look at the package because now I'm worried. Wow. How far? Okay, I'm almost caught up. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Well, and there's so many here that drop off vegetables and stuff at the local volunteer fire department that I can just grab veggies there, and I'm not paying $5 for a darn bell pepper. I don't know why bell peppers are $5.
No. My mom gave me some bell peppers the other day when I went to visit her. And I think she gave me like 3. I chopped them up and put them in individual bags. I'm like, when I'm going to make something, I could just pull those out and they'll be ready to go. Because they're
And
so,
Rachel, I believe that. Even the dog food that I was buying is a local family dog, dog food business here. It has nothing to do with China. Now, do they buy stuff from China to put in the dog food? I don't know, but I don't trust it. Yeah, I don't take any medications, so thankfully. Yeah. My goal is to grow the stuff that I need to keep myself healthy here, including exactly holistic medicine. I don't like Western medicines at all either. I don't trust them either. The value pack dog food, yes, they do. If that's what you're talking about, Rach. I had them both on value pack dog food until Dilly. They only have a chicken dog food, and Dilly, I think, is allergic to chicken or getting an allergy to chicken. So I switched up her food just recently. But if it doesn't clear up, I know it wasn't the food, and I'll switch her back. Let's see. We don't have the load for veggies from farmers here like you all do. What else did I miss? Okay, I saw that one. Yeah, well, I will go to the doctor to get a diagnosis from what they, I'll let them do the lab tests and stuff, but I won't let them give me medicine. Yeah, what I put Dilly on now is called Diamond Naturals. And this is only the second bag of it that I've tried, but her skin, I mean, it's been almost a month and it's still the same. So I don't know if it was the dog food or not. Exactly. Which is why I can't let this situation with Lowe's get to me, because I mean, in the store, I was in tears. I was so angry and so mad.
you were. I would be
that
I
was in tears. And then I was afraid to say or do anything because I know I'm still emotional over the loss of my son, and that, I don't want to react and take it out on the store manager, but I wanted to strangle her. I was so angry.
But you were.
But, so I need to, weigh the pros and cons. Is it really worth all that anguish and anger and whatever to allow Lowe's to mess up my day? And it's not. Yeah, exactly, Rach. I had a boss one time ask me, I'd be all upset over something, and he would say, "Are you going to remember 10 years from now that on this date, at this time, this happened?" And I'd be like, "No." And he's like, "Then why stress over it now? It's not that important. If it was a hurricane that came through and you're going to remember that date and time or whatever, but it's, someone at Lowe's upset me."
That's a good point.
Given all that energy too.
That's a really good point. Are you going to remember it in 10 years?
Yeah. And this date and time, is it that life changing? Because if it's not, it's the small stuff. And see, I used to take a lot of meds, but now just Tylenol. Doctor said my cholesterol was high and it came down with garlic and fish oil. The Tylenol is part of the reason why my liver and kidneys shut down, Christy. I don't take Tylenol. I have ibuprofen. I've had this bottle for probably 5 years, and I've got like 4 or 5 of them left. But I rarely take even ibuprofen because I'm so scared of what it does to my body. So Oh my gosh, and we only have 10 minutes left on this live stream. I can't believe a whole hour has gone by. See, Lowe's just sucked a half hour from my life again. So, no, it's not worth it.
I did probably rattle on for a good 10 minutes myself, so you know.
Well, that's good though, because usually lately my live streams have been like half hour, 45 minutes, because I don't really have any. I can't think of
Yeah,
anything
it goes so much
to talk
smoother
about.
when somebody's on with you. I mean, I just have
Exactly.
trouble talking to myself, talking by
Exactly.
myself. It's like I'm
Exactly.
talking to myself. Even though there's people out there, it feels like I'm talking to myself.
Well, and I will tell you guys this, if you missed my last live stream, so I'm going to do a giveaway at 2,500. And this time I'm putting random facts about me in each of my videos. There'll be little nuggets hidden in each video. So in order to win that prize, you got to know the answer to that random fact about me. And it's going to be something totally has nothing to do with the homestead, or it might, you know, but
You did pick up on a random fact about you today in one of your videos.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm going to be sticking those in there. So make sure you watch the video, listen to it, and then that way I make sure that the people that are actually watching the videos are the ones that are in for the contest instead of some random person that showed up. So,
and you have it like at the middle or the end or the beginning. That way they don't
wherever. Yeah, I don't know.
The video or which video, you know.
It might even be a separate clip. It might just be me talking to the camera and go random fact, or you know, get to know me better. This, yeah. So Lowe's is getting to me. No, Lowe's isn't getting anything from me. Not anymore. Yeah, and the live streams, I kind of miss. Remember, Patty, when I did the oh my gosh, what was I calling it? Those live streams where you know, I had somebody else co-host with me and we talked about
subjects.
Yeah, it was subjects, and it was, you know, either Christian subjects or, you know, living on your own as a woman and is it safe or whatever. And there were different topics like that. And I kind of miss having those. But what's that? Yeah, you were on one for the bullying or the gossip. I know Patty was on one. And then we had Mama V was on one. And yeah, I kind of miss those. But then coming up with those topics is kind of hard too. Hey, yeah. HB. My Alexa loves Ron. No, Alexa, stop. No, usually I'm hanging out on a live stream where these guys tell Alexa to do stuff, and it's not funny. My daughter showed me where the block number button is on my phone. Very helpful with stress. Exactly, Christy. Thank you, Brett. HB's in here giving Gian a hard time. And you guys, this is not my regular live stream time. I haven't got one of those yet. I'll figure out a time. I'm just taking over for Jan today because she needed a mental health break. Though why she's in here, I don't know, because I can't be good for her mental health. Let's see. Thank you, Barb. What do you want? You want to say hello? She wants to say hello. This is my 95-pound puppy now. What do you want? Okay, well, I'm going to get off of here because the next live stream, let me think. 7 o'clock is Scott at Rambling with the Brahms, right? Jan, did I get that right? And then after Scott comes Yogi Hollow Farm. I think
and Backwoods Misfit as well is going to be on at 8 too.
Oh, and then Backwoods Misfit's coming on too. So, I mean, he's always on live. All right, let me go let this puppy out. And
thank you for having me.
And stay tuned. I will get a regular weekly live thing going eventually, I hope. Have a good one, everyone.